Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for 3 p.m. Eastern, Friday, October 5th, 2018. Oftentimes, each of us, depending on our thoughts, can be tricked without our knowledge and without our awareness. Sometimes there are energies and forces that manipulate our thoughts, and we kind of fall into a fog, or the best way to put it is like being in a deep fog. Like in England, they have really heavy-duty fog at times where you can't even see in front of you. Imagine that you're walking in this and you just don't see anything around you. You just see this fog. Now, some people would respond to that by looking at the fog and say, well, I'm going to find my way out of this. Other people being in the fog would be fearful, not knowing what is out there, what you may bump into, what you may come across, and that's our mind tricking us and causing us to go into fear. Now, when we are intimately connected to our higher selves, there is no fear. There is exuberation. There is happiness. There is joy and peace. It's an experience, maybe that you've never had before. So, see, can you identify the separation there of why so many of us are thrusted into a fear or anger mode? All right? Usually anger is identified as each of us go through our challenges, and a lot of them are very good for us, let's put it that way. And we become so attached to these suits, these spacesuits, that we're too connected to the material. That can get us into trouble, because if we're too connected to the material, we forget about our spiritual, our child energy inside these bodies. You ever notice something? You even look back when you were a child, and you now understand you didn't know. Remember, we didn't know that a stove was hot, okay? We didn't know that things were dangerous. Now, keep that in your vision, and understand that we are still like that. But as our physical takes over, and we are exposed to many negatives, as we're raised, things that we're influenced by, and we're wide open. We're like this big sponge or depository that's empty, waiting for information. And so we watch adults and we watch everybody talk, and we listen, and we're taking all of these things in, and we develop our personality or character by the time we're 7 years old. And for the most part, now, when this happens, we're still child, but not like we were. And if you remember how you gravitated out of that, because, well, we get to a point we say we're an adult. I can't afford to be silly or crazy. I'm not going to be that way. People think I'm nuts or something's wrong with me, or I'm retarded or something. See, we're thrusted into the physical so much that we begin to separate ourselves from who we are. We are children in these bodies. We are fun, frolicking, happy, joyous spirits. We're children. And in this existence on this planet, it's just banged into us all the time that, well, you grow up, you have to be mature, you have to be, responsible. That's true, okay? But imagine if we visited our child, our young one, inside the body. It's part of our higher self. When we are in etheric form, when our spirits are no longer in the body, do you think they're depressed? Do you think they worry, stress, and fear about what's going on with their bodies? Because they don't have any. We don't have a body, a physical body. And making that distinction, while we're in the physical body, we're supposed to enjoy our stay. But what happens is, because of our surroundings and because of what we're exposed to, most of us, really, very, very rarely do we look at life from a childlike perspective, which is clear, clean, joyous, mesmerizing, adventurous, exploring. It's just wonderful. And I always connect to my child energy, which is part of my higher self. It's part of my soul. A lot of it is. And this is very important that you feel that, and that it's not a temporary. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard, bring your inner child out at times and stuff. This is more than that. This is realigning and balancing yourself to the reality and understanding that what am I going to do? How is humanity going to evolve or to progress from where it's at right now? How's it going to do that? Right? If it does not spread its wings and fly and become joyous and happy, it's the very thing that we are all searching for, again, is about us. Each and every one of us, as we are together, formulate and put out an energy of bliss, happiness, and joy, and tremendous prosperity. Affluence, it's every single thing. I will constantly emphasize that, because picture yourself, you remember this, as a child, you don't have a care. You don't have a worry. You don't have any fears, okay, until it's instilled in you. And it's all false, period. If you're in a mode of playfulness and happiness, and you position your life and yourself in that frequency, every single thing that you request from Creator Source, from Prime Source, Creator God, from the universe, comes your way. You just are there with it. It just happens. And it's that vibration that you're keeping in that childlike perspective that eliminates a lot of the stresses and fears that your mind creates. Fear is created by your mind. Remember that. Depression. I get tons of letters coming in, people talking about ending their lives, about giving up, about, their bodies are racked with diseases and all kinds of things, and they're tired, they're fatigued, they're going to end it, they're holding on by a thread. Do you see what happens? Do you see what happens? This is what happens to humanity. They become so involved, twisted, and angered at everything, themselves, their lives, that it just absolutely disintegrates them. It just literally smothers them. It takes them away from their soul, from their higher self. And if they only would take a moment, go into a thankfulness deep within their heart mind, a gratefulness and appreciation that they are breathing in that spacesuit that has deteriorated, that they're breathing, right? Now, the spirit in the body is not done yet in that body, or you would be gone. Period. Is the suffering that we go through with physical ailments, is it a reward for us to experience more, or is it not? Is it, why are you still here? Do you ask yourself that? Because you're not finished. You're not finished. Now imagine that. Imagine being caught in that situation where you want to throw in the towel instead of saying, what can I do to help humanity? What thoughts, emotions can I combine and send out? Because the worst thing you can do is go within yourself of negativity, anger, pain, frustration, fear, going to throw in the towel, going to leave the body. Okay? There are stories, as you've all read, about people with no legs, no arms, helping people, assisting people. People born with organs on the outside of their skeletal structure. I've worked with several of these kinds of abnormalities in people where they're born with damaged hearts, they're born with severe diseases, they're born with rapid aging, but they're happy, they're joyous, they're expressive, and they're caring and loving and attentive. These spirits that come in that we see when we look at ourselves and we say, oh, this is horrible and I'm a mess and I'm just going to end it. And we look out there and we see these humans that are part of us doing these things, these spirits in these bodies, to help humanity. Seriously. And this is about, for every single person right now on this planet, for everyone, and for all of those who are in their beds in a hospital, and it doesn't matter if you're a child, a young person, an old person, a decrepit person, it doesn't matter. This is for everyone. That embrace your holy self. Embrace the happiness of your child energy. Embrace the wonderment that a baby's eyes sees when it looks around. Embrace these things, not temporarily, but permanently. Incorporate them. You'll watch yourself blossom and experience a reawakening for yourselves. And from this day forward, this is embracing your child energy. So if you will, go to the places where you won't be interrupted, which I'm sure most of you are. And where you're not going to be interrupted. And relax. Go to the place within yourself and be the child you are. Relax. For this moment, no cares, no worries, no stresses, no concerns. For this moment during this meditation, embrace yourself deeply, intimately. Love yourself intimately and deeply. And breathe. As I talk, as you breathe, You want to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. As you breathe in, you're breathing in divine, positive energy. And you are breathing in child energy, reinforcing our Prime Source Creator God, awakening the child within you, blowing off the dust and the cobwebs of your child. This then opens up, just like a lotus blossom. You open up, the sun comes out, the sky's clear, and you enjoy a bliss that has been long since buried. Those are all there, never went anywhere. Bring them out, and you celebrate who you are. You celebrate who you are. Celebrate who you are. We should be celebrating who we are every day, every night. Breathing this in, and as it flows through you, you begin to awaken, and you understand clearer and clearer. It's coming into focus for you on who you really are. As you breathe out, and you want to breathe in and out 3 to 6 times. You want to hold it as you breathe in 1001, 1002, 1003. Exhale. And as you exhale, all the cobwebs and the dust, all the creakiness, all of the anxieties, and all the things that we attach ourselves with through our minds, and we attach, and we don't use our heart mind, we use our mind. And we never master it, and we're always mastered by it. And we breathe these out, we expel them. We have no need for these things. We really don't. There's no good things about them. And they're telling us, you don't need us. So we'll irritate you more until you let us go. They're helping you. All of those things, your stresses, your fears, your anxieties, they're there. They love you. They're helping you to realize that you don't need them. Why do you think they're created? You're breathing that out. And as you do that, you feel this magnet pulling you, your heart. You go in through your heart center, your heart mind. You go in deeply. You feel this genuine, just saturating peace and deep eternal love coming around you. And as you go in and you come to an area and you're totally surrounded all around you, you're encapsulated in this beautiful, swirling, warm, penetrating, golden white pink light of Prime Source Creator God's eternal love. Archangel Raphael's emerald green healing flaming light, the violet ray, and the purple transmuting flame, all whirling through you, above you, inside, saturating you. You feel all these wonderful things. You are aglow. You are aglow from the inside out. And you look and you see your higher self. You join with your higher self immediately. We're all in communication with our higher selves. And as we are, hand in hand, arm in arm, we raise up. As we elevate and float up above the planet, we call upon all of the light beings of eternal love, from all galaxies and universes, from everywhere, to join us in this meditation. We ask hollow earth and inner earth in great eternal love to join us in this meditation. We ask all of the archangels, cherubim, seraphim, and all of the angels of love and from love to join us in this meditation. We call upon the sprites and the fairies to join us in this meditation. All of eternal love, from eternal love. We call upon all of the Ascended Masters to join us in this meditation of love and from love. We call upon all of our loved ones from all of our life existences to join us in this meditation, all of eternal love and from eternal love. All of these are coming in numbers that cannot be defined. There are so many. As they come in, they float in and join us in a circle. And as we expand, we create and we encapsulate all that there is, all of us, in a golden white pink light capsule of Prime Source Creator God's eternal love, all enduring and protected. And we light up space, the darkness of space. We light it up. We are brighter than 1,000 suns. We feel the rain start to saturate over our heads. This rain is releasing inside. It's communicating with our child energy, our child brightness, our child adventure, our child joy and happiness. It is literally waking this up as it comes in and saturates us from head to toe, inside and out. We are renewed as of this day. We are being rejuvenated from our heart center. Our higher self is awakening more, releasing the child energy that we are identifying and asking for. And as we do this, we begin to feel younger. And all of these stresses and fears and anxieties and worries that serve us no purpose but to make us heavy. Their purpose is to make us aware that we aren't where we should be. That's what they're there for. You are not, and because when they go away is because you have risen yourself. You are higher. Your frequency is higher. This is simple. It's not complicated. And as we do this, a brightness comes in. You are that child again, those babies that you see in different parts when you're out and about. That you see these babies with these wonderful, beautiful eyes, and mesmerized of all the material things and all the people that they see. We are those children, because in those children is a spirit that is literally millions of years old. We judge the body instead of embracing our child. And as we do this, we literally watch as the rain, the waves flow out amongst humanity and all inhabitants of the planet. And as this happens, they begin to realize who they are. This bright, glowing ball of light inside of them incorporates the child, innocent energy. It releases you from the prison that you have self-administered to yourself. It releases the prison that you have self-administered. You are free. You are floating. You are a child. You're expressive and you're happy. And you're celebrating you. I'll join you in the meditation and I'll be back to close us out. having this knowledge, having this awareness, be revisited, which you contain it, gives you the opportunity to open the door of your kingdom and watch as all that you have ever desired in this physical world becomes real for you. Because remember, we always talk about expanding your awareness, rising, elevating, floating, increasing your vibrational frequency on a second-to-second basis until it's automatic. And when you do this, which you should, which by us in this meditation are doing, this is giving, as these waves go out across the planet and touch and penetrate and literally saturate all beings, all inhabitants of the planet. It's like, have you ever seen it when shackle's been released, it just breaks loose and falls to the ground? Basically what's happening here. It's unshackling all of the inhabitants of the planet, where without their awareness, they did not know that they had imprisoned themselves. They did not know it. Because when you don't remember or you don't have that awareness of this construct that we are in, what it really is, so we define it, it becomes real interesting as you define it, because then you start seeing the underbelly of the mechanism and how insignificant so many things that we have viewed as impactful. Your expansion's impactful. Your joy, your bliss, your love, your caring, your thankfulness, your gratefulness, your appreciation, all of these things are impactful. You know why they're impactful? Because they increase the whole's vibrational frequency. See? Can a plane stay in the air forever without fuel? It's similar for us. If we don't keep ourselves fueled with these heart-mind vibrational frequencies, uplifting, enlightening, loving, caring, nurturing, we will crash. We'll be in an area that we are all so familiar with of the negative 3D vibrations, 3D, the goop that holds us down. It keeps us in the dark, that fuses us and conflicts us. And you all know that with higher vibrational frequencies, things change. It's all about our minds. It's all about putting out what, and keeping it there with your vibration high, what you desire. This is your playground. This is all about love, all eternal love. It is all that we have. That's what it is. And to concentrate and to stimulate that energy of eternal love, miraculous things happen. So you look at the miracle wave going over humanity, going over the inhabitants of this planet, all throughout the solar system, the galaxy, throughout the universes. You see the transformation. Not only do you see it because you believe it, so you'll see it, but you're experiencing it. I mean, it's a wonderful, wonderful existence that we have. It's a wonderful existence. And for you to take that with you throughout the day and into the evening, and for the rest of your existence. Now I'll be on a Ted Marr out of Canada, is going to be interviewing me. Seattle, Vancouver is where his radio station is. Vancouver, Canada area. Now, if you want to listen to this, you can go to www. Doesn't cost you any money, free of charge. These radio stations aren't, they don't try to, they just, he's got a viewership of over 250,000. He's the fastest growing metaphysical station on the air, in the world. You go to www.1150kknw.com. And when you get there, that's the website, you just click on Listen Live for audio. Or you can go to YouTube for a live video. So, or if you can't make that, you can go to his website at www.outofthisworld1150.com. You can go there and you can click on Recent Guests at the top of the landing page, where you'll see the interview for October 5th, 2018, from 3 p.m. to 3:15 p.m., and that's Pacific time. It's at 6 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to listen to that, you're welcome to. It's always good to get around people that are high in energy and high in vibrational frequency and surround ourselves with these people and connect with them. We are expanding. These meditations will continue to expand and grow. They will be written eventually in many different languages and distributed. So we're going to expand these meditations, not just from the phone calls, but the phone calls will be the root of the expansion. And as we do this, then we already have them recorded by Julie Joy. We will then have them printed up as a script for people to have and to refer back to remind themselves and to regenerate their energy and their frequencies. So we're going to get these, and eventually they're going to be in many different languages so that they will be able, there won't be any barrier for humanity to learn and use these simple meditations to fortify and enlighten their existence. And they will be spread all throughout the planet. And they're already being listened to off planet. So this is going to spread across planet Earth. We are going to have millions and millions of people meditating with us on a daily basis. And as I said, as we begin to understand that we are a collective of eternal love, and that's what this is about. And watch as things transform, as they are already, as so many of you have written into me to tell me about the fact that we have all of these changes, these different beautiful sunsets, these lights in the sky with no explanation. It's not doom and gloom. It is an awakening of a higher existence. So we will be back here at 3 p.m. Saturday, October 5th, 2018. And I send through Father, Mother, Prime Source, Creator God, a magnificent health to all of you, a beam of the highest vibrational frequency from Creator to your heart mind, saturating each and every one of you permanently from this day forward, opening up your doors and windows and experiencing who you are, the child energy inside of you that has never, never gone away. Embrace it. Embrace your higher self intimately. For we are eternal love.